Quarterback win that award. One bite at a time.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. Johnson. He's got room to run right at the start. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
That's good for another Eagles.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another run here with Johnson. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. Willis now to throw. He'll try to run for it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Here's 2nd and 14. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knocked so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't get the first.
They rip off a big chunk of... Flowers will go in motion left. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Finds Aguilar. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Bullock's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense. Roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. Lamar now from the gun. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Eagles will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10.
Willis going to throw it right away.
And his first look is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw, here's Willis. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike. Warriors 17, 18, Pioneers.
To throw, here's Willis.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf, 60 yards.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Cousins going to throw to start things. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt as they try to play the...
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Going deep right away. And what a way to get this one started. But his... Ball at the 33 for first down. Willis looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Willis to the air. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae. Ball at the 33 for first down. Willis to throw it. He's going to push one deep down the road. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll. They go play action with Willis. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Adams, 50 yards. And the Eagles...
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Caught by his fullback behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Big game downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. I love plays like this, Bronx. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. Into space. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The open man is... They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Throwing right away on the game's first play. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Throwing, Willis. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They'll come up here, first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out right away. First and 10. In motion is Myers. Minshew going to open up with a throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chain.
And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw?
There he goes, left side. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
They'll be led out by their new quarterback, first-year signal caller out of South Carolina.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. On the return is Peterson. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB. Now a first carry for their fullback.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
Now he's free up the right sideline. To the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's the fullback. 92 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stump it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Outstanding that time from Keanu Benton. Got in there and hit him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Robinson. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Now Rattler.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jalen Carter.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way.
There he goes, right side. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Third down and 13. On third down, Robinson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Peterson. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
But that was definitely a surprise there, handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
Down the right sideline. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Johnson, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. And that flag accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Rattler. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air is Rattler. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rattler working out of the gun.
Jalen Carter in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
So they couldn't get anything there, Charles. Now fourth down from their own 2, and a bad situation, to be frank, for the special teams.
Yeah, if you are the punting team now, your number one thing is protect the punter, because you got to think they may actually come after him trying to get a big play.
The Vikings send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here's Jackson.
Oh, he shifts past him. Oh, and now some space to operate. Pushes past him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it? Taking care of the football. He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Delay of game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Chris Johnson with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Throwing is Rattler.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. First and goal. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, but both of those units in there kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. That one taken in by T. Higgins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Rattler wants to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Oh, nice move. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll run it with Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. James Harrison with a sack. He still has it into his 40s.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
They'll set up to throw.
This one complete. It's Devon Vele.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he's able to get it out of there. It's fielded at the 45. Shifts by him. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down and 6 now.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point now by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in.
And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games,
he gets free. Still on the move. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start, but you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
All right, Mike, now the question is, how do they come onto the field and answer the bell? They give up the quick strike on the kickoff return. Do they come out here now and try to strike back quickly? Whether it's a long, methodical drive or something fast, just don't press too fast. There is a long way to go, a lot of football left to be played. There is no need to panic.
So here's a 1st and 10 now They'll start from the 24. Burrow going to open by putting it up. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, 1 play in, 1 sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this.
A big hole. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 97 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
The Bengals offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
A throw on the move is caught. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Here's Ethan Evans now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This is taken at the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll try to run with their fullback. Loose past the 35. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 98 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Eagles will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. On first down, Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Here's the punter now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he's going to give himself up, dives to the turf. Bit of a strange return there. We're going to start with very poor field position. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. Crazy. Ooh. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 10. And he will go all the way. Incredible run. 90 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. To throw is Burrow. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Burrow here on 2nd down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Here's Smith to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Bengals up. On 1st and 10, Burrow. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different...
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Burrow to throw. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals ready to punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield.
The Eagles.
Now, this looks like a design run. Uh-huh. Look at him go! Inside the 10! And he's gonna go all the way! An electrifying run! 97 yards! Touchdown, Philadelphia! Boswell adds the extra point, and the Eagles stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, Burrow. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. Returnable from the 17. He's to midfield. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Strong. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
2nd and a yard. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A give, and here's Johnson. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Boswell now for the extra point. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. So they'll try it again from 5 yards further back. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Burrow. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I can appreciate the idea of keeping the play alive, right? Giving as much time as possible to your targets to uncover downfield. But you also have to play to your strengths. You got to know the type of player that you are. In this case, doesn't have quite enough speed to get away and probably should have just thrown it away.
Third and long. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. On the give, it's Johnson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Burrow. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might...
Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And they will score again. This time it's the defense. And Greg, this just adds to what has been a one-sided affair from the start.
Yeah, and on a day where it just seems like nothing has gone their way, this fumble return for a touchdown kind of just adds injury to insult. There's days, Mike, where you just don't have your best and the other team has the upper hand, and I think it's pretty clear today is one of those days.
The return starts from the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. That's to the right side and incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was as good as it gets, all three phases of the game, in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory. That'll do it for us. For my partner, Greg Olson, our entire team, Mike Tirico, this has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out on X at EA Sports_Martin. The Eagles are winners, as we say.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? It's usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here.
Automatic first down.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by this promising young signal caller out of the University of Colorado.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Eagles pull that in front further. 13-zip. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here.
Automatic first pitch.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They send the tight end in motion. From the 42. Got a man. Robinson has it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
I'll tell you, Kate, by now, I think it's as much between the ears problem as it is anything technical ball security problem. After 3 fumbles in a game, he's got to get his head on right there on the sidelines before they will ever trust him to hang on the ball again.
The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking out that last touchdown.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That that one right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 21-zip already. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They start with 2nd and 6. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Eagles loading up the secondary. Dime look coming. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Eagles will take possession. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Johnson again. Finds room to the 30. Through midfield. Space on the right. He's got room. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my, that's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. So a quality return, but you're going to have to wipe away some of it as they get caught for holding along the way. First and 10 from the 41. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on second down. In the hands of Flanoy, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Working quickly here. Third down, it's Mahomes. On the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Okay, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their fourth sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Pulled in at the 20. New series coming up following the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. He's at midfield. Hits the 20. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. In the interest of... Past the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hand off to the up back. He's out in the clear. Has a hole left, room to run. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. We are going to have to dig into the scouting reports from when he got drafted, Brock, because I'm not sure any of us knew he had that kind of run in him.
No, that's usually one of the scat backs on the roster that we expect to hit home runs. Even a receiver out of that backfield if they're feeling fancy. But a fullback breaking away for that type of run,
sir.
I think he surprised us all with those afterburners.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with he loses the football. And the Eagles get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, the big guy gets him some positive yardage in close. It's not that the defense didn't expect run. I just don't think they expected him to be the one running it.
Going right back to the fullback, next play. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Eagles continue adding on to that lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's a return from the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And as we're being reminded of watching this package, there have been quite a few mad scrambles for the football in this one. It has been put on the... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. Oh, the football's loose. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. Got him the ball back.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Robinson on the inside give. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He's running for it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Mahomes. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Mahomes. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits, and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it, and they've done it on back-to-back drives.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Thankfully, only one quarter to play. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Juke the defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Right up the gut. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles are running them out of the building. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so, too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations, but my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone, and it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Trying again, following the sack. He's got it over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Chiefs trying to do some window dressing. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. One of the tight ends in motion left. 3rd and long for Mahomes. Wow, it's free again! And he gets it back. Oh no, ball's loose. Ball's loose in the end zone. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that mad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage things and limit that significant damage.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Trying to throw here out of the gun. It's out. That's a live ball. Bouncing near the goal line. And the Eagles get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down. But I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Johnson goes up and over for the touchdown. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. Point after up and good from Boswell. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this.
Free kick out of bounds.
So a quality return, but you're going to have to wipe away some of it as they get caught for holding along the way.
Automatic 1st down.
First down throw, Mahomes. Finds his target, Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in their record books right now.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Great work by the coverage downfield, buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. So beneath a chorus of fly, Eagles fly. It's a win for the Eagles. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. So that's going to do it for us here at EA Sports. This has been another presentation of Madden Ultimate Team. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.